Okay, so now we're looking at two machetes, two or bolos, whatever blades, but they're longer than a dagger. And he could have a dagger and a knife, a sword and a dagger, or he could have two longer. The idea is, even if I had that stick, there's a difference between training it as a stick and then you say, okay, stick like a knife, like a blade. You will taper it more and slash more with it instead of just pounding with it. It's a different way of moving it. And so even though we train with rattan, baston, as for striking and stuff, you can change the spirit in the method of use by using it like it's a blade. And so we get into this now. There are a number of things that you can do that are very effective with two longer blades, and we're just going to take a couple of them and just practice those. We can focus in on it. So we're not going to leave it just open to all kinds of. There's a lot of, you can certainly do things like Sinawali patterns and stuff, and that's great. But two things in particular are crosata, and then this doubling up, like a backhand, forehand that follow essentially the same path. A lot of people think of initiating everything with a forehand and then come back with a backhand. But this idea of a backhand into a forehand is very effective, it's very useful, because for example, let's say he throws a 1 and I can meet it. Now a lot of people automatically they default to 1 against 1, but what I can do is I can meet his 1 with a left backhand. Now this means he has spent his stick on that side of his blade, and I can follow that right behind it, top out with an incoming forehand that he has no answer to. All right, so I can cut him or hit him if I had sticks in that way. When I have two sticks, what you make it is 2 sticks against his 1. Even though if you have 2 weapons, but you're going to treat it as, in any given moment, my 2 sticks stacking up against his 1 weapon. So the structure I use, the rate of my attack, should exceed his, to where I am doing 2 things to his 1. He's trying to get too much done with 1 big shot, and I go deflect, cut, all right, and then I can continue moving past him and turning into him and so forth. So those are the 2 things I want to really focus on with these, even using your sticks. Treat them as if they were blades. And some of you, I think you even have your own, don't you? Okay. But I can get these if anybody wants them. They're good for practice. So he throws a 1. I can do crosata as well. I can cut either hand or just both against and follow up here. But the idea also, I want to mention this. With 2 blades of this length or even longer, they're not all being used the same. They're not both being used as continuous, like equal weapons. What you do is, especially when you have Sinawali patterns, you're going to have a facilitator and then a follow through, like a more of a commitment attack. So I can use this as a facilitator and this as the big, the big wall, the big follow through attack. And so that's another thing, is to vary your dynamics and to have one weapon set up the other is very effective. And that's even what's happening here when he throws a 1. This is deflecting his stick to set up the big, forehand slash, angle 1 slash. And that's all very effective. So he throws a 1 again, I can go here and start to move past. He comes and turns, and I can be here, and I can deflect this and going for a target that's within reach. Or I can pass it through and cut. You can have these kind of like one going this way and then the other going as a forehand as I disengage. The nice thing about a longer weapon, in this case a bladed weapon, is I can actually cut on the disengagement while I'm getting out of his reach as well. So it isn't just coming in, it's also on the way out. You can catch him with a parting shot. So we're here again, just kind of moving, he attacks, and then crosata. I might do an umbrella and then do it on this side here. Double shot, and I come here, and I can see. You can this in general. This kind of like the grouping. Thinking of it as backhand forehand. Backhand forehand is a very good one to use, as opposed to just doing like forehand or something, or whatever else someone's thinking. You can make these work together because it's the same stepping direction, the same turning that allows both shots to get through, or to get off the ground. All right. So now we're working and just they can be independent. He attacks, and I hit, and he attacks closer, and here I cut the arm, crosata just to cover the wider area, and I hit, and then from here, deflect, hit, deflect, hit. All right, so there you can tie those in with your open practice.